Good afternoon, guys. It's me, myself, Abraham here with
Reagan.
and we're here to answer evaluation question 7.
That's right.
So, looking back at your preliminary tasks, what have you learned in progression from that to the final product? Well, let me explain our preliminary tasks. Before we could get an opportunity to start filming, we were given a preliminary task and we had to shoot a short video sequence whilst abiding by continuity editing rules, which are the 180-degree angle rule and filming a shot reverse shot conversation between two characters, a teacher and a student. In our preliminary task, the teacher was Wesley and the student was
Me, Reagan. This was done so that we were able to understand the different type of shots we had to actually put into our film, which we had to then complete 2 months later on. And yeah, so the premium task actually gave us a good understanding of what we had to really
concentrate on, and especially our editing, as we had to use Final Cut Pro for filming our film sequence. In our group is me, Reagan, and Tarico, who's not here today. Me and Reagan have no previous experience using Final Cut Pro, have we?
No, nothing.
You didn't study media in GCSE, did you?
No, I did not take
Me
that.
neither. And however, with the help of our group member Tarico, we gained a much bigger understanding. We learned how to add some sound effects when doing
How
particular.
to edit, how to crop certain scenes and put them together, which I done.
Unfortunately, while planning our preliminary tasks, it didn't go the way we would have wanted it to. However, we do the task successfully, which is the most important thing. I believe we carried out this successfully as we were able to embody a conversation into a sequence and not go against the rules which you had to follow to film the conversation between two people. Reagan, I'll say one thing that we found quite hard while filming our preliminary task was the position of the tripod. Do you agree?
Yes, I would.
Because we spent quite a long time trying to get it right to make sure we followed the 180 degree. Why do you think this was hard?
This was hard because of the class. This was really hard because of the class we filmed in. There was many tables and there was not that much space for us to actually move around and be able to record properly. Yeah, that's just about it.
And also getting the right height for the shot reverse shot, because Reagan's kind of a tall person, Wesley sitting down, so you have to get the angles right. The slightest thing you would have failed.
Also, the filming of the sequence did not go as quick as we thought it would. We entered this exercise with the intention of filming every shot once, which we did not do. It took several takes to correctly take a shot. This was due to the actors forgetting lines and also
Bad cinematography.
That's right. Shots being either too close, too far, or
too high, too low.
That's right.
The further factor which had an adverse effect on our ability to complete the task was getting actors and group members. And at the moment, we had, me especially, I'll take this on the chin. I had loads of sport coursework. I was going to intervention, trying to get things sorted.
He was never there.
I was there, to be honest.
He was there.
Was I there?
Yeah.
Reagan was free at the time, and Tarico was he also has more experience with the camera, so he could hold the camera steady. He set up the tripod, so he was the cameraman. So we had to find Wesley. Wesley's a good actor, but it wasn't really ideal. We wanted for kind of us to, be within the group, but we still get it done at the end of the day.
All of this was a lesson for us, as we now, as a group, are aware of what we have to do when creating an actual film. So before we start filming the opening sequence, we will need to create a plan for filming and make sure everyone is available. Also, we've
done this effectively because we're filmed now. So before this, we created a plan. This kind of helped us because I believe we went into the preliminary task thinking, all right, as Reagan said, we're just gonna get this on with one shot. But after that, we realized wow, this is kind of hard. And if we can't get in a classroom, imagine out in a dark graveyard in the dark with people walking past. So filming, I would say that filming in the graveyard was quicker than we expected, right?
Yeah, it actually was.
To be honest, I was expecting to be there for hour minimum, but we shot 3 separate days. And I'd say we were there 30 minutes maximum per filming day, so we done quite good. And also, one thing we learned is that we should start filming as early as possible.
Yes.
However, I wouldn't say we kind of done this because again, those commitments. Sometimes I'd have to babysit or coursework. Sometimes we're gonna have commitments outside school. Maybe some Cisco coursework. Am I right?
A lot of Cisco coursework.
And Tariq also, he was busy as well. To be honest, A levels coming soon. Exam revision at the time was PPs. However, we thought we done this quite well. Do you think, Reagan?
I believe we did.
So, Reagan, I want to ask you a question here. You see, your preliminary to us. What thing do you think that helped us? What we learned. One thing we learned that helped us the most.
One thing we learned that helped us the most would be the 180 degrees angle shot.
Short, reverse shot.
Yes.
Originally, we planned. I agree with you as well. Originally, we planned to have like another character in our fight in our opening sequence speaking to Reagan with a short reverse shot. However, as a group, we came to the conclusion: if we're doing a horror, normal dialogue is kind of we're straying away from the genre here. Because normal dialogue, you can find that in anything, like just a normal movie. However, our horror, we wouldn't go with our sound effects. We wanted to come straight like horror, banging out at the audience, so they know what exactly it was. Do you think this was successful?
Yes, it was very successful. This is because of the way the film was set, in the atmosphere. It was dark, even a bit foggy, wasn't as clear, and you could tell it was actually a horror, especially with the sound effects and everything that was put into place just made it perfect.
Also, I agree with Reagan and people that for question 5, we've interviewed a few people and they've agreed with this. Because even in my pie chart, I interviewed over 15 people and the majority of them said that straight away they knew it was horror.
Straight away.
They told me because of the camera angles, the sound, the diegetic music, all of that. Anyway.
Even through the clothing that was...
Yeah, all black clothing.
Black clothing.
Active.
But that's it from us.
Have a good day.
See ya.